So students, I was telling you about the basic instrumentation of a mass spec. So basically the instrument, it is divided into three major sections. The first is the ionization. The sample is being ionized. Is it injected into the sample pot and then it is ionized. Then the next step is the separation and the mass analysis of the molecular ion and their fragmentation process takes place. And finally the ion current due to the mass separated ions is measured and is displayed in the form of mass spectrum in the detector, where you will see different peaks of different heights, the taller peaks, the taller ones and the smaller ones together. And it is not necessary that the tallest peak among all these peaks is the molecular ion peak. The molecular ion peak can be distinguished from the base peak, as it is always farthest to the right. It is taller and it is farthest to the right, but it's not necessary that it is the tallest peak. That one of the particle fragment peaks can also reach more faster than the molecular ion peak to the detector, and they can show us a more taller peak as compared to the molecular ion peak, and that is called a base peak. So you can easily easily distinguish between a base peak and the molecular ion peak. You can simply easily tell us that the molecular ion peak is always on the right side, and it tells us about the molecular weight of the compound. It tells us the molecular, and then the compound starts fragmenting, and the rest of the peaks are of the fragments, and they are on the left side, right? And they are light in weight. They are lighter in weight as they are losing their weight in the process, right? Whereas the molecular ion peak was the most heaviest peak, and the fragments, they are lighter in weight, and they are on the left side of this graph, right? That is plotted between, I told you, the horizontal and the vertical axis. So now in this video, I told you a brief view about introduction about mass spec and the instrumentation related to it. I hope you have understood some of the points clearly. Now I will explain this mass spec in my PowerPoint presentation with all the aspects, with all the pictures and the instrument itself. You will be able to see the instrument, how it works, the working principle of the instrument. It's very important to know the basic principle and the working principle of the instrument, how it works. So I will be telling you about that also in that, inshallah, and hopefully, and then we'll proceed to our next video. Thank you very much.